Hey everyone, what's going on? My name is Shaquita. If you're new around the block, I am Life with Quita, Shaquita. However, it roll off the tongue easier for you. You can call me either of those things. On today's video, per the title, we are going to be doing a reset. That is right, a reset. I enjoy watching those type of videos on YouTube. So if you have been struggling like me to just really get your life together, for me, one of the things that makes me feel good about myself, makes me feel just warm and fuzzy inside and give me all of the cozy feels, is a nice, functionable and clean home. So I am a mother of two, a teenager and a young, very energetic son, a teenage daughter. So at times the house can get a little messy. So let's inspire each other to do better, be better, and be about our business. Let's get started. Hey y'all, so I just got off, same day. I just decided to like shower and gather myself, but I'm off. So I'm off right now, and I have I'm getting ready to make like a fall type of meal. Excuse the background, you may hear a combination between my television and my son. But anyway, right now I'm making like a homemade tomato soup with grilled cheese. I feel like it's a classic fall type of dinner or type of meal. So I ran across this video on TikTok. I'll try to remember to put it up here. And basically that video, I was like, oh, I could just tell that it tastes good. Now the two, she has a part 2, or she has a separate video on how to make the grilled cheese, because she used croissant bread. I don't have a Whole Foods and I don't have a Kroger's. So right now I have the tomatoes, garlic, and onions roasted in the oven at 400, like she said in the video. And she said you can roast them for like 45 minutes to an hour. That is going off in the oven. So right now what I'm doing is I just chopped up some basil and what else? Some basil, butter, and garlic, some minced garlic, and I warmed it up in the microwave, and I'm going to use this to spread on one side of the bread and then grill the cheese on the other side. So that is going to be the nice cozy vibe meal that we're going to do for today. So today you're going to see like the meal portion. Tomorrow you're going to see more of the cleaning part of this reset. So I'll come back once the tomatoes get done roasting. This is how it is looking roasted. So what I'm doing is just putting it inside of the blender. Again, this is how the girl said it on scissor. Right. So it's overly packed, but I think it'll be fine.
You're trying to fit off.
So I'm just gonna zoom out like that or whatever.
Make sure it's tight.
That's what he said.
Tighter!
Do it tight. Do it tight. Do it right. Do it tight. Keep it right. Keep it tight.
No, I ain't like you know your mama's a big old freak, okay? Stop it.
You know that
Put it on me, yeah. So this is how it is looking. I'm gonna transfer it to a pan. Okay guys, so this is the portion for the remainder of the video actually, where I'm gonna do voiceovers. Right here I'm just putting in the tomato mixture into the pot. And these are all the seasonings that I use for the tomato soup that makes it nice and flavorful and give it kind of like a step up from your traditional tomato soup. You may not have any of these seasonings, but if you have a general Italian herb seasoning, then just go ahead and apply that to the mixture. I applied a little bit of water because I wanted the tomato sauce to be a little loose, and these are just the remainder seasonings that I added into the tomato soup. And off camera I went back and I blended it again just to make it more smoother, because you still kind of see and kind of taste a little bit of like the garlic and onion. So I just went and blended it up a little bit more. This is the bread that I brought from Publix, and what I did was I just spreaded the butter and basil mixture onto the bread first, and then I'm just going to proceed to go ahead and pan sear both sides of the bread. The most burnt part of the bread is what I put the cheese on top of, but the other side was like the more lighter version. But I like mine a little bit crisp. You may not like it the same, so don't cook it as long. The cheese that I put on the bread was, this is Swiss cheese, and then I went in with shredded Parmesan cheese, no, shredded mozzarella, my apologies, and I put those two, and it just gave it that gooey, cheesy consistency that we all love, like the stream that comes from your mouth. Yum. Now it's time for the cleaning motivation part of this video. Right here, I usually, let me know what you do in the comment section below. Normally what I do is like rinse off the dishes and then load them into the dishwasher. I mainly do this like no more than 3 times out of the month, to be totally honest with you. It's usually on days where the week is like very busy and it's kind of chaotic, and Amira is responsible, which is my 12-year-old daughter. She's responsible for the dishes. So on days where she has like a lot of homework, tests coming up, whatever, then I load up the dishwasher and just call it a night, because all of us are pretty much jam-packed for the week. Um, Once I do that, I like this Finish brand for my dishwasher or for the dishes. It gets it nice and sparkling clean just the way I like it. And during this time, hubby's normally home. We converse, talk about how our day went and everything, just before he starts relaxing to go down for bed, or before I go down rather. These are the leftover dishes from when I cooked tonight's meal, and I'm just wiping dry around the sink and in the sink, and I'm just gonna dry off those last bit of dishes that I forgot to put in the dishwasher before I load them. Are you like that? Once you start it, you don't like to stop it to put additional dishes? That's just me, but I mean, it could be a little bit unnecessary. But just drying off the rest of the sink, because I like to see the sink shine so brightly. So yeah, girl, that's all we doing in this portion. Lysol wipes are usually my go-to when it comes to wiping down the counter spaces, just to keep it like nice and clean. I don't really do much with the counters. I just use my Lysol wipes to get rid of any like germs, bacteria, what have you. I even use it to wipe down like the outer portion of the coffee maker and the microwave. I use it to wipe down the stove, all of those things. If the stove is really greasy though, I go in with a more tougher solution and then kind of finish it off with the Lysol wipes. And then after I do that, I like to go in usually with
a paper towel, just because I don't want that cleaning solution film on the countertops. This area, the bar area, is usually a catch-all during the week. I mean, like, everything goes up there. Keys, coffee mugs, cell phones, children homework, work that they brought from school, snacks, purses, wallets, book bags, water bottles, coffee mugs, you name it, it all goes up there during the week. But I just showed the portion of me just wiping it down. I had already cleared it prior to off camera. And I noticed that the garbage was leaking inside of the trash can. So therefore, a lot of the residue got trapped in the garbage, which I'll show you shortly. I didn't realize until I was getting ready to put a new trash bag inside of the trash can. I do plan on getting a stainless steel trash can though, because being that it's white, you're gonna see like that any and everything you're gonna like see firsthand. So therefore it gets pretty dirty pretty quick. So I like to use this scrub that I got from the Dollar Tree to just scrub down the trash can. I usually use it for like little yucky stuff like that. Once I'm done, I soak it in like bleaching water and stuff. That way I can kind of use it for yucky stuff like this again. Do not worry, that trash can did not touch the sink nozzle, so there's no germs going in there. Usually I just do dish soap and bleach for the inside of the trash can and scrub it down, then wipe it down with a rag and throw the rag in the dirty clothes, which needs to be done. I just didn't film me doing laundry because the laundry room is extremely small and so difficult for me to kind of get the footage that I want to get in there. So that's why I didn't film the laundry portion of this video, but maybe next time I'll try to see where I can put the camera to kind of like get those angles that I need to. So now it was finally okay for me to put the clean trash back into a clean trash can. A lot of times, like I said, having a trash can is very tedious, to say the least. This is usually how the inside of that closet looks, being that it is housing the trash can. So right here you'll see that I am just sweeping up all of the trash that just so happened to miss the trash can. And then there were stains on the wall, mainly the lower part of the wall, which I'm assuming things kind of missed the trash can. Again, it ended up on the wall somehow. But before I do that, I want to go ahead and mop the surfaces. I love this mop. I forgot the brand, but if I remember, I'll link it in the description box below for anyone who's interested. But I like these like spray and mop type of tools because it just makes it easier. It's budget friendly. And right here you'll just see me using like a paper towel and using really any mop. When you get into those corners and against the baseboards, a lot of times the things that you're mopping can kind of stick or adhere to like the corners and the baseboard. So I was just like cleaning the corners and stuff with the paper towel just to ensure that everything was taken care of and thoroughly clean. And I used this all-purpose cleaner, Lysol, just to spray on the walls, the baseboards, and in those corners for any other residue that didn't get out the first time with just a wipe. inside out. So now we can go ahead and put everything back into the closet now that everything is nice and clean. After I finished mopping, I went ahead and I was pretty much done for the day. The next day, I decided to wake up. I like to get a bulk portion of cleaning and resetting done on Friday. That way, Saturday, I can just kind of like wake up and nothing has to be done that's tremendous or strenuous on my body or anything like that. So I like to wake up a little bit before the sun comes up and just fluff up the pillows in the morning. Usually we fall asleep watching TV, so we leave the covers on the couch. So I just wake up, throw those couch covers or snuggies or whatever you want to call it, throw those up in the morning. Just kind of like pick up any water bottles or computers or laptops that may have been left in the living room from last night when we were all watching TV as a family. Once I tidy up in the living room, it is definitely time for a cup of coffee. One of my favorite times of the day. It's good, it's wonderful, it's sweet and frothy and warm. And I like to just usually in the morning exhale, drink my cup of coffee, enjoy just watching the sun come up during this time of the day. I usually like it to be quiet before everyone wakes up and start their day. But this was the coffee that I had on hand. It's not my favorite, but Publix had it on sale. And I have to curate, you guys, because I work a 9 to 5, lower class citizen. It's just not functionable for me to buy an espresso and have to order the K-Pots. I'm just not gonna do it. So this does good for me. I'm content with just that. I just love to watch footage of that coffee. Hot coffee is that being poured into a mug. It gives me all the feels. This was the part where I was so happy I had the cup of coffee before I did this part. Cleaning the bathroom is my least favorite part of chores. If you know, then you know. My husband, he has a long list of things that he uses on his face to avoid breakouts. Sadly, because there's so many products, he tends to leave them out on the surfaces of the sink, which drives me nuts. So if you have any storage or organization ideas that's mainly for him, please let me know, because I'm dying to know. I'm dying to get some ideas and execute them immediately. But right here, this is what we have for storage right now, which only houses a portion of his products, which is this Lazy Susan that we put in the bathroom. So now my coffee is starting to kick in, and you'll see why. So as you can see, that was definitely one of my favorite songs, and honey, that coffee kicked in right on time because I felt a little pep in my step. I know you guys saw on the footage when I woke up that day how I was leaning forward. Yeah, because I needed the caffeine. Okay.